Okay, so we are giving it a try again. And yeah, this fight has actually been fairly challenging, and I like it. Now, so so I watched my most recent video of this, and I analyzed what I did and what he did, and some things I could improve. And we're gonna see how things go. Now, so let's see if I can keep everything together now. I'm gonna remove mute first. Right. So I saw that one of the problems I had with the fight was that I had Gale in the party, and he triggered. Well, he was basically, his weakness was exploited throughout the fight, which became a problem because that gave Varin too much turn icons. And eventually he just got to the point where he just killed me with a mind-focused infinite wind. That in itself is manageable. I wasn't just... The thing that I should have done there is to actually apply a force shield or something to nullify that attack, but I didn't do that. Because I failed to see that he would actually use that after his mind focus. So yeah, that was a mistake I could have avoided and possibly killed him, I don't know. Impossible to tell by now. But yeah. So I gotta pay attention to if he uses mind focus again. And we are going to debuff him a bit more if we can. And also, for those in my party who are vulnerable to weaknesses, to attacks that he can cast on my party members, I mastered more mantras for them so that they can actually resist that element, and in turn will not get exploited by those attacks. For example, Gale should not be able to he shouldn't become in a vulnerable position by getting hit from electric attacks. Roland shouldn't be vulnerable to earth-based attacks, and so on. And the same for Argilla. She should be immune to or resistant to force-based attacks. And of course, okay, so we started the next phase. And of course, what's it talking about again? Oh yeah. And yeah, I want to keep the flow of the battle going without having to worry too much about someone's weakness. And you know, yeah, I figure it's not a bad idea to get as far as you to the point on the mantra grid that all of your characters can equip a skill which makes you resistant to the inherent weakness that you have in your demon form. So that's probably something I should have been done earlier. I was actually just putting it off when I think about it. So everyone has at least gotten that far. And now I just have to keep his damage at a manageable level. Luckily, it seems like you can actually manage with only having, well, you don't really need that many different magic attack skills to actually inflict damage on him, since he seems to take damage regardless, or almost equally and takes quite a bit of it. So you just need to make sure that you stay alive. And I figured that debuffing him plays a good part in that. And yeah, I'm just putting up a force shield anyway, even if at least Argilla should be resistant to it, but it's better to not take any damage at all if you can help it. But yeah, I'm really not putting up a force shield when he casted that mind-focused infinite wind was a pretty big blunder. So let's not let that happen again. And this is where he switches into another battle of the phase of the battle. Right, this is where I started getting problems. And okay, so Gale does not actually take damage. Or, sorry. He's not vulnerable to electric attacks, which helps me greatly. And that lets me concentrate on actually keeping a force shield up, mostly, and then keep attacking him. And make sure that he is constantly debuffed. And it seems that debuffing his accuracy as much as possible actually helps sometimes. Yeah, I mentioned it briefly before, but it just feels like you really have to apply the debuffs to the absolute max to actually feel any impact from the debuffs in this game. It's a noticeable change compared to if you just apply 1 or 2 stacks. I don't know, it might just be me, but it just feels like you really need to apply the full amount of stacks that you can, otherwise it's not really doing that much. But I figure that's pretty much a general strategy you should work with. And yeah, wait, no effect? I was pretty sure that he actually applied Makakashi to himself. There might be just something to the debuff system that I don't grasp. Like, I applied some Makanda to him, but he applied Makakaja to nullify that. Yeah, it is possible that he reset it all, so that the Kaja was actually not working because of that. Yeah, well, the fight should be more manageable now. Or this time around. Now the question is, what did you do if you can't attack him with magic? Well, I can't really do that much, so I'm just gonna have to wait for him and debuff him back a bit, if I can. Okay. Right, so there he goes with Mind Charge, which means that I should still apply the shield. Because, yeah, I completely lost focus the last time, because really, what other skill does he actually use which is dangerous to me, other than Infinite Wind? Even if he would use Mind Focus, he actually Tentarafu. Even if he would actually use Mind Focus, and he would apply something else, it wouldn't even getting close to kill me. So there's no reason not to apply a Force Shield in this case. Oh, okay. Roland, please don't throw away money. I need the money. Okay. Seriously though, you're gonna have to take a break. And we just have to stay alive now until Gale wakes up. Well, I guess that's better than nothing. Yeah, this would have been a pretty bad situation if Gale would still be vulnerable to electric attacks. So yeah, I saved myself some trouble there by leveling up mantras. Or, if you really want to be mean about it, I could have just let him die and revived him. Which I also would wake him up, but he did wake up anyway. Oh. Oh, that's close. Okay. See, I really like how it doesn't matter if I prepare myself for this fight again, there's still chances that I would actually die with characters. And yeah, that's just one step closer to actually getting a game over again. Okay. Okay. This is a little bit curious. Well, okay, so I apply a Force Shield. So is he... Well, let's see what he actually does. It feels like it's gotten to the point where... Yeah. He doesn't actually cast Infinite Wind. Yeah, this would have been a very bad situation for me. No, really, it's like Okay, so... He is going to cast Infinite Wind eventually, right? Or is he not? It's like, as soon as he uses Rage or Psycho Rage, I can't tell what he's... No, he actually doesn't. It's like he goes against what I expect him to do. And now he applies another magic shield. Right, so, okay, so let's see if I apply an electric shield, what will he actually do? Is he going to cast Infinite Wind, or is he actually going to cast an electric spell, because he did that last time? He actually casts Infinite Wind. He actually casts Infinite Wind. Okay, so is this guy... This is interesting. It's like, I expect him to cast one thing. You see him apply Makakacha, so I expect him to cast Infinite Wind. But I apply a Force Shield, and he casts something else. So if I try something else, and I apply an electric shield, he casts Infinite Wind. Sorry if I'm twisting my tongue here. And now he's switching to physical attacks. No, really, it's kind of hard to really get this feeling through when I'm sitting here, but it just feels like he does something completely different from what I expect him to do. It's like the AI knows. He recognizes that I apply a certain spell shield, and then he does something else. It's like whatever I do, he actually counters that by using something I'm not actually shielded against. And now he uses ailment attacks, and that's something I can't really counter. And if I knew he would start using physical attacks, I would have brought out Roland. Or is there actually some kind of pattern to this? Okay, so let's try to keep track, because this is pretty strange. Okay, so Infinite Wind. Right. Oh well, at least he's actually getting close to dying. Yeah, maybe I should actually attack him too. I forgot about that. And now he casts electric attacks, which I wasn't prepared for, but it should be fine anyway. Now he uses Mind Charge, so I should be able to expect that he casts Infinite Wind, right? But he did cast that 2 turns ago, so he might actually not do that at all. I don't know, we'll have to see. No, he casts Ailment attacks again. And yeah, this is just oh, I can't remove Debilitate. Okay. You know, let's just screw this. I'm gonna... Yeah, he's so close to dying, so we should be able to kill him off and be able to keep ourselves alive. There might have been some pattern to what he actually does, but it doesn't really matter now. He's gonna cast Infinite Wind. Oh, okay. Well, I guess there's some kind of pattern to it. Possibly. It just felt like I couldn't predict what he was doing at all, but maybe he was just following a certain attack pattern. But yeah. what up? So if I'm correct, he should be casting electric attacks now? Oh, okay, yeah. I guess there was something like that. Okay, so just wait it out. So the only thing we can pretty much do here is to attack him. And of course, heal up. Yeah, I guess I was just seeing things. He actually followed the pattern. Oh, okay. That actually felt like it was harder than it possibly was. Yeah, it just felt so hopeless back there when I thought that he... Oh, so I do one thing and he does something else. I don't know how to counter him. I don't know what he does, but... Okay, so good to have that done with. A lotus seed. Okay. Oh, okay. Let's move on.